And then 27th of May 2026. And this is the 20th time I may hit the record button, because in this particular video, I intend to say, as citizens, we tell ourselves some harsh truths through this particular video. So I don't know where you're watching from, but wherever you're watching from, I hope so you make time to watch this video to the end. And as well, share your thoughts in the comment section. The video we about flatter the piano happen in Accra. And I'm going to use just 2 areas to give you an example of a trend that happened. I have Gossip 24 message. So be me a subscribe button, so now click the bell notification icon. So follow your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter at gossip24.com and the Gossip24 TV. And to the first example now, from 2018. In the year 2018, let's search on all the news portals, right? Our Achimota stretch, our far Christian village, Akodome Kwabenya area more. Bridge bidder, there's a famous bridge there. Sa bridge, right? And so you Emma inipa miensa ehwere omonkwa. And this happened in the year 2018. Around May, June, muha. The TMU all flat. Oh, Christmas by your party, your refi. Another year, 2019. Dome Kwabenya Wabium. Emos Kofi, share video. In Soka Krebi Toye. Oh, Dome Kwabenya. In Soka Krebi. That same Christian village stretch. Actually, what a Christian village stretch. Sa bridge now so. Now you see that's what's you. The year is 2022. Where a popular blog, GH Kweku, share video. That same Dome Kwabenya stretch honomo. Now you see that's where you. The year is 2026. February 2026. Miame bra Amaru Shako. Eko Dome Kwabenya area honomo. Eko twa sa bridge ni video because constituency no na omusu so mo sre enche nso ne ba betuto na sene a bridge na ye no omo sre Ghana ban ba be fix bridge ne fa mom John Mahama boy so every year bia nyama every year bia ya srewo o my boy Ghana for o hwe ba bia ejina ya constituency miensa Dome Kwabenya Crema Honorable Ayawa so West Ogon John Dimelo and Okankwe North Teresa Uni we shall bridge ya na say I this phone kwa but omuyensa no so awini omunyina awini obehwe bridge ya e wa ha ya maame mu ya papa ensuo to a na akose nkrofo dan se nkrofo ajapade eti ye hwa amade wi akwakosi dabe ise ye ba be sin tutoblem se nkrofo dan se ya ne ya bla omo ya bla omo anwa ye sele John Dimelo no kura wo mni say nsuo we omo ese omo ajapade pa ayawa so West go John Dimelo consequence yes le John Dimelo mon hwa de bridge nsuo na aye ne saa no eti yes le John Dimelo yes le Eric Makrugu yes le Teresa Uni mu nyina mo ya ndisi fo ya men cha de mu nyina masa wi power hwe amena bridge. That's what happened. It's May 2026. And I remember watching a live video of the heavy down. I won't even say a heavy downpour. Insure a toy. What is it? Insure and a toy. So I won't classify that as a heavy downpour. Because if you need an example of a heavy downpour, Omwana Shaman in the year 2010 will tell you what a heavy downpour looks like in a Shaman, right? In the year 2010. We're in a heavy downpour. But then the same problem happened again. That same spot, that same bridge, in February, Yabra Penny Amaru Shako, Eko Hoko Cha video, that same spot. In Shoni review.
I swear. Don't know now. I want to see another problem.
From that spot, and a video be echo viral on social media. I haven't been able to get, but I hope I get hold of the video and put it in this particular video you're watching. Now, about to be a moto, right? And we'll do on my so saving the motor and conforno a ton sunimu a hooky a branch and so I'm sure say some of you have seen the video. It's that same spot. Guess what? After saying Shono a Torie, and our fade Minister for Works and Housing, Honorable Kenneth Gilbert Ajay, and our face are by moon penny for be a begina honomo. I just send your more analyze a bridge no or more kind say or so will be more as an emergency near dear.
Anna, bola a ma duebiso ebeto happen. And so nina busan college. Eti a head your woman had here, honorable, Obia Japadiase. Eti no, I see a no extra solution, and say, Bridgie, yan treating no emergency at Webway.
Ye pese ye emergency, and I have said, ye barbecue. We said, you won't videos na airport. And our honorable will send you. Ye ba has a behe, the airport send ye be a you will find a befaso, na yet me I am. Amas and sure a flood in a hammer, you bit me a seer. But so she said, an engineer Casanwa. If you know what, you subine and a massa near my way in a bank. Because what Chimono or sit in Suno if red chain ever. Now a quine noir in Suno Faso so at the banner, a quining chain in Uncle Fu see a dime. Sanko for ye see a dime, so soon as I did this to say, ensure air power more than to buy a home baby. Enti Cosi and Cosi Quota. Enti Gina, this is so sonaya catcher almost say. Omati engineer Semwa Oka. Media also so Mati the engineer Eka. Enti Abain Ebayana Femudia. I don't think I abaha. Yabeshe na bridge no ya ye home baby. Nanso one more musisi a dying or baby a ensuo fa no.
Exactly.
I say one mu jai. Intimos one among cancer for no munya is an no. And I says a buying started to say, ye family quite so one more messy a dying a wunsuo one normal bamon chenya. Ah, mamma, ma attention, say, Munye did it. We said, Mo, muye did that. No more so much munya madume. Yeah, a buying for poor barber shenia near my farm, Mokaya Honiaba. Or move a day so I some with me catcher almost says I did with the young to be mamma cover because we are the pack and Cassa is you know.
Now, do you know what has happened this week? This same week, right? I saying for Sue Equine so. And so you Emanaka to me cars nibbling to me, but now I send Crawford and Nancy our quine so. That is a sin for Sue.
We thank God for good leadership. Very soon you see sir, the road will be well constructed. Run a double road. Yes. Yes, Remo. Yes, since you are who say no, I am very infectious.
This same week, Community 25, Ofi Pombaria, Airco Community 25. Before so we do Palace one and was our stretch so no. Pombaria Honomono. Belakwa, our one sa, right? So Community 25. So if we come 25 bar, Belakwa, our one sa, left, eso, right? And Honomo, Ejiri.
Tema nemo yanam 25 Belakwa. Belakwa, ni na we work as Pabada Goduma. I have flooded papa. Hey, and yes, I'm kitwo. Just say yes, I'm kitwo. And then we go post office, come go do light in pony. What was post office and now flooded? Yes, I would have been put up at Oka. One with a man, SMP,
Ghana.
And then let me take you to WEIJA. WEIJA, Obianim, dam no. Right, dam baby, a dam no, edano. Obianim, the story. Say, Omobia dam na, nanesa semaba. And a dam no, ya walavula, any say etra.
They open up the extra so that it can go into the sea. So that has even lowered the effect down a bit. For now, the only thing we have to do is to do evacuation. The people living here, man, you see all these houses, they've left the place because we cannot guarantee their safety. If tomorrow the water behind goes down, then it means they will lower the gate and it will reduce the flood. But if we experience more raining, then they have to open more. So that's the situation. So this one, there is nothing we can do. If we don't protect the dam and it blasts, then the whole Accra will be in trouble. So for now. So this dam is for Ghana water.
Okay.
Akusumbo is for electricity, but this is mainly for Ghana water. So this is where we get part of our water from Accra. So the minimum operation level is 30 feet. At 30 feet, the water is very low. So maximum is 47. And now they are above 47. That's why they are spilling. And the maximum it can take is 50. After 50, then we are in danger. Then they have to. This one they've not even opened or at 50, then they have to open everything. Then you can imagine what will happen. So now they are controlling the village.
Omo control insuo no ene say efi esisi insuo ne ho nyina ene WEIJA tetegu areas mu nyina de samre insuo akobi afi mu. Sambe Ghana water for ebie nsuo ne kakra omo bie ne full e kakra na about 3 days ago na nadmofo ni bi e call nsuo no ho tetegu hono mo WEIJA hono mo side o e kohwe o hwe be bia manfo esisi dan adi esia odwihu bia na wonti ase.
So where we are standing right now is part of the river. Okay, this is part of, but they have filled the whole place. If you look at this is supposed to be the river bank. Look, this is supposed to be the river bank, but they have filled the whole place. Look at the plants. It shows you that the river ends here. Okay, all this place is supposed to be the land that receives the water from upstream before it goes into the sea. You can see for yourself. And look at the structures they are putting in the water. Just show the water. Show the water. Show the. This is the river. Okay, this is the river. They are building in the river.
Ghost 24, any Greater Accra Regional Minister no, any that mo boss no, any Accra Mayor, and after so Mantse, Kentucky through the second. Yina echo sa areas here some media insuoi are affecting, right? And ocean for dying is insuum, and for dying is insuum. Our some ministers no, Mayor no, not mo boss no, and our face to Mantse and Nancy in Sionimu. Or what Nancy in Sionimu?
With the meters on the end, I can
so you can imagine when I gate
What did you say? What did you say?
No, we're just telling them they should agree to the evacuation so that they will evacuate them to a safe area. That is what.
But by your impression so far, your impression here at Titegu in particular that you've seen so far?
Not more so far. They've really done so well, and so let's commend them for what they've done so far. I believe that they've evacuated enough of the people, and so that is why I said we should get down here and also see to it. The reason why they are here is because they said they have 2 nursing mothers over there, and so that is what I've told the assembly to take care of them. So hopefully in the next 2 hours the NADMO team will be here to evacuate.
Madam, beyond evacuation, do you have plans of giving them some relief items, also providing them with some food?
They are giving them relief items. I mean, they started about 2 days ago. Yes. And so, yes, they've been provided with relief items. Whatever they need has been provided.
What has been a briefing from the Ghana Water Company to the RCC?
We are yet to have briefings from them, but they've briefed NADMO. So NADMO will also be briefing us very soon.
Your final question were to.
On board.
I'm out of it. I'll go, please move. Hello, please move. Hello, please go back. Please go back to me, please. Hello, boss, please go back to me. Fine. Yeah, I said, when you are safe, you are fine.
And you be sir, Oma Motil Hono. Say, Oma Bomb Mamania, almost a mobile mamania. ebi mo so ma mama ne ebi mo so mo nim say do season bi say a omo bie dam no
na mo de ada na mo
apai ka wa ya de mo bo mo sama apai wa ya
madam say wo ha ya so wo ere mo so wo so ne ma ko na ne mo ko
oh mi so bi nya ma ko
oni ma ko na say e bo mo nkai ya sa na ye bie dam
oh mo ba nkai ankasa kai ka mo bo titi
ye ni abere na ejira
me na ma mi ka cha bi so ma ya bo mo asase
titi nye
ba o ma to asase o ma to asase
na sa be ma sa na
nsuo mi ya so mi yum
ade o bi enura na pa so ne pa na atano kro ya ba to
tata ma mi ko ejuma ba ba na
yesterday asana ye kwa ni be ho so ne ba ya ni be ho
na say ye
so ne ba ya say ni be ho
Friday nso kese na to
na mi wadwuma mo na nsu abata
na omu bie dam na se do ma bie ni ye nya information before mama na so na nsu na ji fine room what I say nsu na cross be bia be ko ni na nsu na cross ni me say the se bia ni se ni compound ni ka mama Actually, me a desperate shredder, me a delivery guy. So me or town one of the friends. So before me move back, no, I'm missing that me.
Pampers better. Pampers. Mo pala 3. Wives are enyim. I come with fish sheet. Me pampers in na ko intaleni na.
Nti here.
Me wa haya na mo.
Na say abo mo nkai ansa na ye bie.
Na me ka say me say no. Oh, me ya ho, me ni. Before me bo mo nkai na me ni ha. So ya say, me buy me there. We dey ncho bia so pampers na intaleni na here me.
You buy how many months?
Me buy half in a 1 year.
Apa na ko 1 year. So mo bo nkai every year bi o mu bi.
Da, ana na me ni ha, me tu kwai.
na me cha tro mo
Na nsuo ni start ya e ba no ade na one pack.
Na mo we chire o. Me ha bebia nti no. Mo we chire ko.
Say ye mo free ya.
Mo ye free anya ye krom na e ko. Sa o kro, mo mo kro.
O ko pe bebia ma no wat na nsuo ni twi a.
Bebia we pe ma me na bebia na me ninka.
And ebi mo so ato asase esifie ewo nsuo ni mu. And there was one gentleman na ne kasae a just ochra omo nim say ha no mo ye waterway but option be no wo omo no opeda rent
So me ni sha me that time me so abi na ma be so amempa me ko amenti so yes me pe bia ni ndi ni ma ni there be sisi oh me dia mo no
yes ye pe bebia ma.
oh say aban be boy na because me my opinion there I say I water law. I say what you can say and can see them about say obia place me nya dan wa kra me nya dan eno na cost sanya and ka wo hwe wa han me say pa you can say mo tons asem there
Ba wo be rent mo hu say high water.
But I don't have any choice.
Ba say na ka betimi akopro baby an
So mo ifa madam wanga so be there dan say rent boy is rent boy is if you single room say contain you find you 335 350 400 you get it so nti baby a osu be nya odo ti be to ade be chungo ko wadi manya ka ka no na yes any person any partner.
Thank you.
And Gamanche spoke the harsh truths. Say samre baby adene duni die. E was say aban etumi enforce emra no. And if there are some bylaws, I also mutumi enforce demolishing the area, but they do also demolish properties no.
And then also the regional minister and the MMDAs enforce the bylaws. Nobody should be allowed to build in the waterway. If it's wrong, it's wrong. We have to get to it. Demolitions are painful, and I give sympathies to that, but we would have to enforce it because this will continue to cause loss of lives, and this is something we cannot control because it's Mother Nature, in its expense. So today, what I have for this press is that government agencies, chiefs who are selling lands, are flood-prone areas, and sites where must be kept as green areas, must really be held accountable for some of these things. And it's important today that our bylaws are enforced to the fullest level. Thank you very much.
And what are some of the harsh truths? Now, harsh truth number one, meaning so you're Christian, and also you're Muslim, and also you're atheist, and also you're there. But I'm sure so one way or the other, you believe in the creation story, right? So let me use Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 to 6. Now, so read Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 to 6, even to verse 7. There is nowhere I just say a boy assassin. It talks about how the land was filled with void and darkness and the kaka home. And it says, it was upon the waters. So there was water before land. Now, I want to build my points from this. Say, ye as citizens, no, we are part of the problem. Now, this is one problem that we are all facing as citizens. Citizens, way. Utumu say ya di anwa na afeli ena epushi nsuo na akwa echi ena yetwa gota bi afa echi wono mo say o aha na nsuo ni nam aha no mo de afeli aye ne kama usi dan na bibia ensi ubo na obi esi dan no wo ho obi esi dan e wo ho nti nsuo kakra bi tope na nsuo na asasa be fa ne kwan because remember say na nsuo wo ho ansa na asase eba nti nsuo de ne ho nti bebia nsuo wo no to me mbambeje emboso ena baby asase wono it depends on how I see would die in the betche say nsuo beba wa na say nsuo mba ho ba baby ye nsuo dia no that's why ye nsuo dia that's why ye nsuo dia nti baby ye nsuo dia na de anua afele na timemuni citizen enim pa say ai ye nsuo ene ye de anua afele ene ye se ye ton asase obeka koto esanso ne langards scratch ho man so abomode ye sidan wo ho na se nsuo ni yiri a eye hwan a eye wo ene me ene ye wo at fault ene ye problem number 1. Problem number 2, unim pa say ho no be bia fa anua amfele ye but nsuo to bia eba ho wan hu news mu na still la wakoto asase wo ho anaso wakoko renti wo ho no also a part of the problem because obia build waterway and also buani panama nyaska by renting the person's property. You have other options. Point number 2. And conform mo permit no, right? And these are people omo citizens to say me no wa. And a nyankopon adom and omo elevate omo in society. So omo bebeda MMDCs ano omo bebeda my friend say agencies a hwe permit ho sema no omo bebeda ECG ano. So tell me why it is possible say baby you nim say eye waterway na ya train light e dia ba ho. ECG for no so kan. The ECG people are at fault. They are part of it. They are also enablers of this whole disaster you say e koso e Ghana ha say. Because baby I use your word here. And we say nka to make a point blank the check of one say massa aha no the trail light ba ha eniye because our your friend say map mu no e che say ha no ye waterway ha no kra na eni say mu si dan wa ha ba ne say na mu si dan wa ha ye ntumi trail light e ma but Ghana ha nko ade ye be trail light amomo enti say nsuo ni to na nyame mfa samba light ahoma bi ete eto nsuo ni mu a na say nipa sebe me se me ka ehwe omo kwa why na aye. We are part of the problem. From Nkofo ma permits, Emma Nkofo ko sisi omo dan e wo sa waterways we mu from Christian Village to your friend is saying come 25 Belakwa stretch hoyi to your friend is saying WEIJA hono mu enya ade ina no. People who give permits are also part of the problem. They are part of the problem. Problem number 3, are politicians and the political system that we have here in Ghana. Every single system, the entire system has failed. The entire system has failed because when citizens become stubborn, when agencies fail to do their work, right? The people that we vote for are the ones with authority and power. They are the ones who are supposed to come in and say, no, this can't be done. But what do we see? They are also enablers. They are enablers in one or two ways because point number 1, right? You can't tell me, say, our MPs don't go to these areas to campaign. They go there to campaign. They always go there to campaign. They see what is happening there. Every single year, relief items. So they know what is happening there. But they've all failed us because Obia here eye service. So look at the trend from 20 Bepem Sambi. It is still the same story, recycling over and over and over and over again because they know the solution to the problem. They know the solution to the problem. Expand the waterways. No, if we are expanding the waterways, we are going to demolish properties. If we demolish properties, then now the politician is thinking about, hey, won't it make the government unpopular? If it makes the government unpopular, that means I'm into about 20 no. They won't make the tough decisions. The tough decisions that will protect our peace of mind. Na ye to say flood insure yiri will baby any other because insure benam ne kwan. Na eni pans what's na baby asase wo e wa asomdwem. But that is not what happens in Ghana. In Ghana, obi ekwe si dan kra wo insure no ano a je se wo hu se nipa no o te island so anase so te insure ni mo so ye mame wota wo but we see dan e painti insure e painti dan ho actually light the aba ho and you ask how is this possible? It is because all of us, myself and you and the person watching this video who wasn't a politician and is now a politician, who wasn't in power and is now in power, who was in power and is now in opposition, who is now in power and has been given an appointment and wields more power. We've all failed ourselves. And this is where we are as a country. Mark the date, and the 28th of May 2026. Nyankopo ya adoma 28th of May 2077. Say yet in Quim, now one. Check all the areas I'm above with you and see what happens in 2027.